Oh, mother of all that is scary. Hey everyone, SpeeDMan here, and welcome back to part 14 of our Let's Learn Civilization 6 Gran Colombia run. Before we get into today's episode, I'd like to ask you to please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more daily content. Alright, there's the moon landing. We're about to get a massive amount of culture.
It has been
Awesome,
said that
awesome.
arguing against globalization we find everywhere men of mechanical genius.
Perfect. So as we can see, we have our synthetic technocracy, so 3 power in all cities, 30% production towards all city projects. Not worried about tourism, but we have ourselves a fantastic position to set ourselves into, so we are going to take those. We have 6 wildcard policy slots available to us that we didn't have already. Some of them are going to get taken up by some of these other military ones, so not a problem. We'll take logistics. We will take, let's see here. Get a couple of these camps going. Oh, mother of all that is scary. You know what? I'm gonna get out of it. Next major project, we're gonna need to work on that. This will be getting started next turn, so we need to utilize this. And a pretty sudden change of events. I just took a look at the Culture Victory tab, and Batru has escalated heavily into 16 turns left for the Cultural Victory. We are making our way towards the Science Victory here, and this will help us heavily towards getting that done, so that's good. But the problem is that we need to get a lot started before we can really heavily go for that, go for that win. That being said, we need to take a look and see what we can do to really, take that win as fast as possible. If we can get this done within 16 turns, that's ideal, but we need to actually go full steam with campus research grants in all of our cities. So that's going to be our primary goal right now. It's going to go heavily into science. That way we start pushing that as much as possible. And then for the rest of the game, we're just going to buy builders with gold. So at this stage, we can live not getting that builder right away. I think it's more important that we prioritize what we have set up here. So let's really focus on that. Spaceport, now that we see this as something else of a goal, could live without having that spaceport, because as we recall, we have spaceports to the north from our conquest of Hungary. So
it ascends from the earth.
perfect.
I shall
So what this means is now in this potential position, we need to first focus heavily on getting that exoplanet expedition started. And we get to here, and let's take a look here. That is 2100 production. That is going to be pretty nice amount, and there we go.
Our spaceship descent.
Right off the bat, got that done. Perfect. Now we've got that started. What we need to do is now maximize every bit of production output as possible towards that goal. Next thing now. There we go. That would be nice, but this is not the future era. Good, so that's gone back down, but that's probably going to shoot back up to like maybe 7 turns left. But we're going to try to, as you can see, we have put down quite a few rock bands, and our goal there is going to be to basically dump out as many as possible into any and all positions that Vietnam has. That way we can kind of take control of that a little bit and put ourselves in a better position. It's by no means going to be an easy feat. It's going to be quite difficult actually, but it's something that we're going to keep pushing for and see if we can try to take that win away from her. That's legit. Definitely going to take that. That'll boost us up a little bit as well, so big positives, man. Take another look here, and overall outputs are not too bad. Key component here is really just continuing to build little by little that output, and the more that we can do that, the better. The tourism that we're getting from all of these rock bands, that's really helping us pretty significantly. In the meantime, while we do have a lot of them available to be used, we want to continue, getting the last of these taken care of, and then going through our final development. Unfortunately, the game does not code the Great Barrier Reef Wonder as a reef tile, even though it is a natural wonder that is a reef, quite literally. So unfortunately, what that means is that we aren't going to be getting the extra tourism and culture output. That's not a big deal, but just something of note for anybody that's not aware of that. Seasteads will not provide additional culture and tourism based off being adjacent to the Great Barrier Reef. Since we have a lot of those other things done, and the builders we built as much as we really can for the most part for most general items. Really the difficulty comes down to trying to allocate time and space for us to develop things a bit more. Good, so that's a pretty nice little boost to our culture output. I'm not sure if it's going to apply right away. I think it might take a turn for it to apply the bonuses to culture, or rather tourism. I think it might take another turn for it to apply the bonuses of tourism, so that'll be good. I'm going to hold on to this just in case we need it. So all these diplomatic favor I'm going to save for this next session. Covered a lot of the bases here in this game, so the good thing is that down to 20 turns for that potential victory. That's not likely going to be 20. It's probably going to be around 25 most likely, but we are 37 at maximum 37 turns away for the science victory. So whichever one comes first will be the one that we push for. We're going to just do both at the same time, so that way we maximize our chances of potentially taking the win away from Patru and also just getting the win in general. Let's go here. Working those little bits of bonuses that we can. It's going to help us in any way, shape, or form that we can possibly go for, so we'll keep going for that. Plus, we're getting really strong tourism output from all these concerts. Glam rock and reggae rock, so we will go back over here. Excellent. Good. So we don't need to worry about any of the other civs trying to take that. She's not a threat for that. Coupe got that, and I got that.
If the enemy know not
No
where he will
systems, and there we go. This is what we are looking for the win. this is what we finally are getting to reach. The biggest problem has been to get to this point. That is the furthest away, and it seems to be the case that it is randomized a little bit on the future tech and future civic trees at this point become a little bit more randomized. Not the end of the world, just something that I wasn't expecting and just gonna keep learning from. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this improvement. Just keep pushing out any bit of culture that I can, just that way I can make this harder and harder for Batru. So we're putting down a pretty good amount of additional culture output, and we are soon going to be taking over a couple of cultural and tourist dominance over these areas. So we're definitely doing well with regards to our culture output. Actually, we're getting closer to potentially pushing for that, so that's very good. With that being said, this is a great stopping point for this episode. I want to thank you all for your time. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more daily content, and we'll keep the videos coming. Thank you all for your support, and you all have a good one. SpeeDMan out.